Shalom, more praise to Yahweh Shem Yahushai, double honor to the apostle, that great millstone ruling well. Okay, come across this video here. News report, worldwide pollution kills more than war and smoking and all that. Now, Esau, one thing I do know is that Esau's trying to basically, say that man is polluting the earth. So basically, we need to put a cap on what man's using. That's why you got that plastiquing movement by Caesar Borgia, David the Rothschilds himself. But guess what, mate? Really, the people polluting the earth is you elites. And then you're trying to blame others. And then say, well, we need to stop. First of all, man, you guys, what about Nikola Tesla? What about you got the factories, they had the factory pollution and the car pollution, where you can run cars off energy sources that are more friendly to the environment. What about the fact that you guys you built the filthy kingdom and you're cutting the trees down and there's hardly trees so people can't breathe properly, and you cram the people together like sardines? How about all of that? What about all of that? I mean, come on, man. I mean, it's ridiculous. You guys have got the money to change all these things and you ain't doing it. What about the fact you go to these third world countries, rob the resources, then they're in an impoverished state, and then you look at their countries. You did that? The amount of money you could pump down there and fix things, but you ain't gonna do that. And it ain't just them. Your towns and cities are polluted as well. Diseases, do you know how much diseases and all that are in America and England? There's many diseases, man. Look how much people are in the hospitals, NHS. With the hospital, even hospital-related diseases. See, Esau, you can't. Esau's just a fucking liar. Okay? So I was watching this and I was just thinking about how much Esau is a piece of smack.
There's some bad news for wealthier countries, too. Even though pollution isn't as big a health hazard, the poorest communities in those countries still feel the effects. There's never been an international declaration on pollution, but the topic is gaining traction. In April, the World Bank declared that reducing pollution would now be a global priority. In December, the United Nations is scheduled to hold its first conference on the subject. Ed Barker, Associated Press.
Right, because at the start of it, he was talking about the third world countries. Now at the end, I didn't know he was going to say that. But then you got to point the finger. Who's causing that? You? Because you own the system, you make the rules, mate. Everybody has to go by what you say. Okay.
From filthy air to contaminated water is killing more people annually than all wars and violence combined. It's a bigger killer than smoking, hunger, and natural disasters combined.
So I've made enough points on that because, Esau, look, Isaiah 24:5. The earth also is defiled under the inhabitants thereof, because they have transgressed the laws, changed the ordinance, broken the everlasting covenant. Under the inhabitants, man, and the rulers, they've changed the laws. They've even transgenders. That's okay. Chop your rod off. Get surgeries. They've even changed the time zones and all this. Change everything. They've just destroyed everything. That's where they get order out of chaos. If you really knew what's going on behind the scenes, you will know that they've done this so they can come out and try and correct everything. They're not people. They ain't saying they did it. They're saying you do it. So they're the ones who are gonna have to fix it. The hidden hand. That's their plan. But it's not gonna work. The new heavens and the new earth will be with Yahweh Shine, the elect, man. Okay. So you guys are finished. Therefore have the curse devoured the earth, and they that dwell therein are desolate. Therefore the inhabitants of the earth are burned, and few men left. You got third world war to come into, man, and that's gonna a lot of you wicked on the earth. You're gonna be judged. We're in the time of the ultimate judgment, what they call it Armageddon, what they call the end of the world, mate. That's the time, mate. So you gotta think about that. Because that's the time we're in. Jump down to 8. The mirth of tabrets ceaseth, the noise of them that rejoiceth endeth, the joy of the harp ceaseth. Man, the Lord's destroying this place. from the infrastructure to everything. This place is a mess now, bro. How many people in jail? How many children getting kidnapped? How many fucking freak transgenders? How many flipping drug abusers? People all strung out and homeless peoples. How many diseases, infections, and all this? How many people in the NHS and all that? You know, the developed country, your hospitals are flooded with people with diseases. The Lord, and how many jobs there's not jobs like that anymore. You know, people fighting over jobs. This place is and the Lord, and you know what? We're in a time where this is just going to be a clean slate. The Lord's going to press reset, and it's just going to be a new heavens and new earth. No more Edomites ruling, because you don't deserve to be in the rulership seat. Well, we see what happens when them top elites, Rothschilds, Rockefeller, when they're in power. Look what's going on, bro. A mess. And even that New World Order is a vain mess anyway. Some bogged out, controlling people with a first of all, chipping people's against the law. So that's even against the law. That's a vain plan to chip people, to control them. Anyway, with that, shalom.